The recent surge in crimes against women is indeed a matter of grave concern, especially in light of the legislative and judicial measures that were enacted following the Nirbhaya case of 2012. The Criminal Law Amendment Act of 2013, or the Nirbhaya Act, was introduced with the intention of strengthening the legal framework to combat such crimes. However, the persistent rise in these incidents suggests that the mere presence of laws is not enough to deter offenders. Welcome to VAR India News Hour. The Indian judiciary is plagued by a significant backlog of cases leading to inordinate delays in the delivery of justice. The Ajmer mass blackmail and rape case demonstrates the delay in sentencing can span decades, which not only dilutes the impact of the law but also sends a message of impunity to potential offenders. The prolonged legal process contributes to a loss of faith in the justice system, as victims and their families often feel abandoned and hopeless when justice is delayed. This delay that takes place in the Indian judicial system is one of the main reasons why the law does not act as a deterrent. It is true that technology holds significant potential to bring about fast track justice by improving the efficiency, accessibility, and transparency of the judicial system. The challenges in using CCTV footage as the evidence is that it can be digitally altered or generated. Therefore, it does not serve as an irrefutable evidence. This limitation can be overcome if standards are prescribed for recording and storage of the content to preserve its integrity and immutability. At a later date, when technology becomes more advanced and it becomes possible for us to analyze emotions and body language in a better way, we might even be able to find out the behavioral traits that could tell about the intent of the person. This will enable us to take proactive steps to stop such persons before they commit the crime. All this is perhaps being done by human investigators too, but what takes days or weeks or months for us humans to find, the computer can find in minutes, and this can dramatically hasten the apprehending of the suspects and their prosecution. There are action points for the government to enact a legislation for prescribing standards for capturing of videos and images using CCTVs for on-site and off-site storage in a tamper-proof manner. Let's look into today's headlines. Telangana urges for Rs 1,778 crore interest-free loan for T-Fiber project. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy has sought a Rs 1,778 crore interest-free loan for the T-Fiber project from the centre, aimed at providing internet connectivity to households for Rs 300 per month. The Chief Minister informed Union Communications Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia that the state government targets to provide fibre connections to 63 lakh households in rural areas and 30 lakh households in urban areas at a cost of Rs 300 per month. Microsoft to host Cybersecurity Summit following CrowdStrike outage. Following a faulty update from CrowdStrike that caused a global IT outage last month, Microsoft will be holding a summit in September to discuss steps to improve cybersecurity systems. The conference marks the first big step by Microsoft to address the issues that affected nearly 8.5 million Windows devices on July 19th and disrupted operations across industries. The event will be held on September 10th at Microsoft's headquarters in Redmond, Washington. Telegram CEO Pavel Durov's detention extended after his arrest in France. The Russian-born billionaire, founder and CEO of Telegram messaging app, Pavel Durov was arrested at an airport near Paris. The French authorities have now extended his detention. He has been arrested over allegations that his messaging app facilitates criminality, including money laundering and drug trafficking. He has been traveling from Azerbaijan, during which a French arrest warrant targeted him as part of a preliminary investigation. Durov can be held for questioning for up to 96 hours, after which he must be charged or released from custody. TRAI directive may block bank e-commerce messages from September 1st. Following a directive from the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India aimed at reducing spam, particularly phishing attempts, Consumers might experience disruptions in receiving service and transactional messages from banks, financial institutions, and e commerce firms on their mobile phones. Starting September 1st, TRAI has directed telecom companies to stop transmitting messages containing URLs, OTT links, APKs, that is Android application packages, or callback numbers that are not registered with telcos by senders. iPhone users can now use real-time AR effects and filters while making video calls. For iOS users, WhatsApp is introducing new augmented reality, that is AR technologies, to improve video calling. Among the most significant is the variety of dynamic face filters that are offered. With the help of these filters, users can alter the overall color tone of their video stream and adjust their appearance in real time during video conversations. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VAR India magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.